The best multifamily deals, you're not going to find them on Zillow or LoopNet. By the time great apartment deals hit the market, it's already been picked over by experienced investors. So um, the real money in multifamily investing, it's in off-market deals, properties that are really never publicly listed. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to find off-market multifamily deals before anyone else. So you can ideally beat the competition and then lock in those properties with better pricing, higher cash flow, and ultimately less hassle. Um, and if you want a free step-by-step guide on finding and negotiating off-market deals, you can grab it at the link in the description of this video. So why are off-market deals the key to building wealth in multifamily? Most people, they assume you have to rely on brokers or MLS, listings to find deals. The problem there is that everyone else is looking at the same listings, of course, driving up prices and reducing your profit margin. So off-market deals give you three major advantages. One is less competition. You're negotiating directly with the seller. That's going to avoid bidding wars. You get better pricing as a result because there's no bidding frenzy. You can negotiate better terms. And then there's also more flexibility. And this is a big one because you can then structure the deal with creative financing, seller financing, or other win-win structures for the seller as well as you as the buyer. So now let's talk about how to find those deals. So step one is you want to build a direct-to-seller outreach system. So most apartment owners, they're not actively trying to sell until the right offer really lands in their lap. So that's where you come in. So number one in that area would be driving for dollars. It's one of the easiest way to find off-market properties is to just physically drive around the target neighborhoods and look for under-maintained buildings, signs of poor management that can equal motivated sellers. For rent signs, owners who are struggling to keep units filled, they might want to sell. And then just older properties, longtime owners, they just may be ready to cash out. So write down the addresses, then you can skip trace the owner's contact info. There's more on that in a second. The next thing you can look at is public records and property data services. So you can use county property records or tools like PropStream. Another one's called Reonomy or CoStar if you have access to that. Those tools let you filter for absentee owners, out-of-state landlords, and high equity properties, which are prime targets for off-market deals. The third thing is direct mail marketing. So once you have a list of potential sellers, you want to send handwritten letters or postcards introducing yourself as a buyer. Personalization there is really key. Mention something specific about their property and why you're interested. On to then step two is use cold calling and networking to reach sellers. So direct mail works, but if you want faster results, you can start with making just direct contact. So number one, cold calling owners. Once you have their info, you can get them on the phone and say something like, hey, owner's name, my name's whatever your name is, local investor, came across your property at such and such address and wondering if you've ever considered selling. I'm actively looking for multifamily and would love to make you an offer. So keep it short and simple. Focus on their needs, not just your desire to buy, and be persistent. Most sellers, they're not going to say yes on the first call. So you got to keep that in the system of contacts and keep them in the loop. So then the next thing is leverage your network. The best deals, they can often come through referrals. So build relationships with commercial brokers. Even if you're looking off market, brokers know owners who might sell off market. That's not their number one because usually the broker's going to try and sell it for them. Another one is property managers. They often know which landlords are, struggling and they might want to sell. Real estate attorneys, they know sellers who are dealing with estates, divorces, financial issues. The more people you know who are looking for multifamily deals, the more opportunities are going to come your way. So then the next thing is step three, negotiate. You really want to focus on win-win deals here when you're dealing directly with sellers. So once that seller shows interest, it's time to negotiate, and then you want to stand out from other buyers. So you want to solve a problem. Ask the seller why they're considering selling. Do they need cash fast? Do they want to retire? Are they dealing with bad tenants? So structure a deal that helps them achieve whatever their goal is. You can offer creative financing. Many sellers don't actually need a lump sum payout. Some may prefer to have seller financing or an installment sale to spread out their tax burden. And you want to also move fast. So if you can close quickly, you'll beat buyers who need months to line up financing. So you want to have all your ducks in a row when you start this process on the closing front as well. So in summary, I would say just get ahead of the competition to lock in off-market deals. The best multifamily deals, they ultimately never even hit the market. So you want to learn how to find them fast, use direct mail, cold calling, networking to reach motivated sellers, negotiate directly and structure deals that work for both you and the seller. If you're serious about finding off-market properties, I do have a free guide. There's a link in the description. It breaks down exactly how to build a direct seller system. And if you want to connect with other investors actively finding off-market properties, you can join my community. Also, there's a link to that in the description of this video. So hit like if you found this video helpful, subscribe for more content like this, and drop a comment below. What's your biggest challenge in finding multifamily deals? I'll see you in the next video.